I promised myself I wouldn't make videos like this anymore, mostly because I personally don't like making these type of videos. I mean, I don't have a problem making them. I would make them more often if I really felt the need to, but I don't want to end up looking like a hoe who just loves to exploit people being dumbasses just to grow their channel. But let's face it, people like Madam are actual ass, and there's no defending that, so I feel as though this video is very much deserved. I think I've made 3 videos in total, with this chick being a core piece to the video. The first one was when I was talking about how she needs to be able to take criticism properly. At that point, there weren't that many scandals of her going on, so I just thought that she was a nice girl who might just have a bit of an ego issue. The second was me addressing how much of a snake this shorty really is, and that was when it all started to come out that this girl is just as disgusting as they come. And now this one is about how just goofy she is, and I use the term goofy in a light way. I mean, this chick is just showing how much of a thought she can possibly be. At this point, I'm really surprised that she has any sort of fans backing her, but I guess this is some sort of trilogy or some shit, so this is hopefully my 3rd and last video involving this thought madam or Princess Ash. So let's recap. If by some unknown magic reason you don't know about the saddest yet goofiest shit that went down the past 6 months or so on YouTube, then let me fill you in. So everyone knows about how nasty Onision really be. Apparently Madam aka Princess Ash was being supposedly harassed by the dude. I'm saying supposedly because from the action she's displayed, this thought isn't even worth the due process. So apparently all her videos were being copyright claimed by him or so, and so she set up a donation page to help pay for legal fees to be able to sue Onision. I use the word pay very loosely here. I felt my scammer senses tingling, so I never donated shit to her. But we were in for some when shit hit the fan. Short story long, this girl never really sued the man. She took a trip to the state Onision lived at and just hung out with her friends, bought an expensive purse with the money, and also got herself some weed or some shit. Turns out she even treated her friends like total shit. She trashed their place and then dipped out. And when I found out, I was like, damn, that's very white of you. She reminded me of a super thought, the ones you find at white high school. She was really giving me some Regina George vibes. And as if that type of whole shit wasn't enough, she commissioned someone to do art for her, doesn't pay the person in money, she pays them in exposure, and then decides not to credit them. And then she doxes the kid she commissioned because the kid was being unprofessional, which was bullshit. The kid was just asking to get credited for their work. And that wasn't the only kid. There were other kids who had to go through that bullshit. Then there was her fake live stream to help Australia, which surprise surprise she didn't participate in. Dog, I kid you not, shorty got issues. So she mentioned she's gonna be doing a stream to donate to help people in Australia, but turns out she wasn't even planning on helping out because she wasn't gonna make any money out of it. Someone really should put this hoe on the news. At this point you're wondering how a hoe could still be alive and thriving, and I really don't know. It must be some sort of magic African Haitian juju, or the people who are supporting her are still just that shallow and retarded. So after pulling that op shit, she tries to do damage control, but the people really aren't having it. So instead of owning up to being a thought and just apologizing and giving people back their money, shorty decides to try and rebrand herself. She changed her name from Madam to Princess Ash, and then started acting like she hasn't done shit. This girl's YouTube career is in the shit. Naturally, people weren't gonna let that scamming shit slide. This wasn't something that you can just lay low about and then bounce back. Plus, it's been shown that this girl really has a lying problem and zero morals, which is common among thoughts. She would lie about things that you didn't even need to lie about. She'd lie and say that she got some sort of legal team backing her or some shit. This shorty really wanted to tell lies. This Pinocchio ass bitch really did the most and remained unchecked for the longest. Of course, Mad Heads already peeped that she was on her goofy shit and tried to air her out like she was some dirty laundry, but no one was paying attention to them, mostly because they were minors. She even threatened to sue them kids, bro. And now we see what she truly is, so there's no way anyone's gonna believe a word she says now. All she can do is just leave the site for good, but nah, she insists on holding on, mostly because she still feels like she can manipulate more people. The game plan she chose for herself is to be a hypocrite and act like she ain't do shit, but only a goofy simp would let her go through that shit. Every vid she has ever put out is just fucking L's, mad dislikes in the comments. The comments are the best. There are literally hundreds of people showing up just to warn people that she's a thought. I'm surprised there's no drive-bys wetting up her block. I'm flabbergasted that she hasn't even been put on her shirt. She really scammed a good amount of people. After proving to the world and the YouTube community that she's 100% a snake times 100, I don't know what she's thinking about staying around. Her channel and credibility has taken a fat L, and now she's deleted mad videos of hers. I love how she deleted all her videos about her suing Onision. My problem is the lack of honesty in all of this. It ugly to me that she has the audacity to act like nothing went down. Of course, people can't be real all the time, which is why I don't believe people when they say they always keep it 10 times 10. But with sacrificing the chance at a YouTube career really worth you being a super thought? At this point, she has no charm or redeeming quality to her, and until she refunds people, I honestly don't see her making any sort of revival. It would take the biggest sensu being just to be able to revive her channel, and I'm glad she never even got any bigger than she has gotten, because the damage would just be too bad for the YouTube community. Guidelines would have to be changed and crazy shit would have been happening. Imagine if she had 100,000 subscribers and pulled that op shit. The consequences would have been disastrous. Of course, her gullible fans are to be blamed as well. They gave their money to a complete stranger who has no credibility and a history of threatening to sue underage minors. So what would you expect from such a hoe? This video is just being made as a reminder for people who are gonna look her up one day. Don't let her carry on like nothing has happened. She isn't a changed person, and Allah himself couldn't convince me different. To all those who got scammed by her ass, you really should take her to court. This has been your boy Newbie. Subscribe, like, and comment. Stay crispin' niggas, but more importantly,